Hey, and howdy, and hi, welcome back to another video. Thanks for dropping by. Now, it's no surprise that I love Pokemon. You guys have most likely seen my other Pokemon videos, or at some point probably heard me talk about Pokemon. If you're new to the channel though, hi, I like Pokemon. Now, it's probably a surprise for those of you to start seeing some Pokemon TCG content on the channel because I finally decided to start putting it on the channel. Because, first of all, it's fun, I like it, I like to share what I like with you guys, and also, second of all, there's a lot to dive into. It is a very precarious year to start getting back into Pokemon TCG. I started collecting the cards back around like when Stellar Crown was out because they had a lot of really cute cards I was very interested in. But aside from that, we're going to be doing something a little bit different on the channel today. Today, we're going to start our first ever Pokemon TCG collection challenge. Now, for those of you who are unaware, in the Pokemon TCG community, when people are doing full sets of stuff, it's called a master set. You are master setting something, such as if you wanted to collect every single Obsidian Flames card or every single Surging Sparks card, you're basically collecting all the cards in a set. And that is to master set a set. Now, what we're going to be doing today is that we're going to try to master set every single Yuka Morii card. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Yuka Morii is a Pokemon TCG artist whose first card dates all the way back to, I think, Neo Genesis. I'm going to put it up on screen right now. Her first ever card when she joined with Pokemon is an Ammonite. Now, for Yuka Morii's specific style, you might have seen her cards already. They're really cute little clay Pokemon taken in scenery. All these little photos of her little clay Pokemon, and they're super cute. I absolutely love Yuka Morii's work. She's one of my absolute favorite artists for the Pokemon TCG. So I decided, since this is my first ever master set of a specific Pokemon artist's work, I'm gonna start with Yuka Morii. So, the entire duration of this challenge, I have the rest of the year until December to collect as many Yuka Morii cards as I can. Now, the reason why I have such a long time limit instead of the usual, oh, I have 24 hours, oh, I have an hour, is because I do not have deep pockets like a certain deep pocket manster, okay? I don't have deep pockets. I had to pick up extra shifts for the haul that I have for March, you know? We're giving ourselves a good time limit, okay? I have the rest of the year to collect as many as I can. I don't have to collect all of them because some of these cards might have been only released in Japanese and are probably really hard to find considering a lot of them are from Pop Series and a lot of them are Pikachu. So I have to find that out. I'm hoping I can collect all of them by the end of the year. That's my personal goal. But as of right now, I have till the end of the year to see how many we have. But aside from that, I'm super excited for this challenge. Every month, I'm going to be releasing a different short for that month's haul. And today, we're starting with March's haul. So you guys are going to see what I got in March. But aside from that, let's see how we got this challenge all set up. Now, like any good challenge, because there are 212 cards in total that Yuka Morii has worked on for the Pokemon TCG, I need a list. I need to make sure I can keep up with what cards I have and what cards I don't have. So, I went into Adobe Illustrator and I made myself a complete list of every single Pokemon card that Yuka Morii has made. I listed them by set, I listed them by card number, so that way they would be easier to find. And, I will say, I keep forgetting to bring this list with me because I did end up getting some duplicates anyway. Lesson learned. Sometimes even when you try, you gotta try a little harder. But yeah, I took every single image of all the cards, popped them into the program, and by hand, I sorted these. I think this took like 3 hours, maybe. I spent a long time working on this. I was literally just watching like a bunch of like mystery videos while I was working on this because it took so long. It took so long. There are so many Pokemon that I didn't even know had like cards. like Wormadam. Like I didn't even know what Wormadam was. I was like, which game did you come from? I wasn't even sure. A lot of these, though, I'm unsurprised to learn that they are special Pikachu cards, like from very specific promotions, so I'm kind of worried about those cards. But regardless, it took a long time. It took a long time. But eventually, we got there. I was able to put the entire list together. I printed it out, and whenever I get a new card, I mark them off before I put them into the binder. Just because we want to make sure we're super organized with a challenge like this. So in addition to making the list and then printing it out, I took that very same list and then I started another process. The process that's going to go into the binder. So when we're setting up for the binder, I basically cut out a bunch of printer paper and I wrote every single Pokemon onto little card notes to set up to put in the binder. So I literally made 212 little card-sized pieces of papers that are labeled with every single Pokemon, their set list that they come from, and their Pokemon number. We took all of those little cards, which I don't even want to talk about how long that took me. We took all those little cards and we put them into the binder. We put them in the order that they came out of. So the binder starts with Yuka Morii's first card, the Ammonite, and then the most recent card, which is Carablast from Journey Together. That one is going to be the most, recent one. And then we have space in the binder if Yuka Morii makes some more cards, because the Destined Rivals set is supposed to come out in May, so if she has any cards in Destined Rivals, I can easily add it to the binder without having to reconfigure the whole binder again and again and again to fit. And as you can see, we have the binder all set up. Now the issue is collecting the cards and then sorting them into the binder. Now let's start with the exciting part. What cards did I get in March? So in March, I started off with my bulk pile. I searched through every single card I had, and then I tried to see what Yuka Morii cards I did have. So these first sections is all from my bulk. I don't know what I paid because I don't know what they came from. They could have come from singles, they could have come from booster bundles, they could have come from ETBs. I have no clue. So I put a question mark, because I was unsure. But as you can see, I had quite a few in my bulk, and I am going to put the market value of these cards on here just because a little later it's going to make more sense when I start talking about different stores and how they sell these things. But for now, this is the bulk, so I don't even really know what I spent in the first place. But hey, we got a few for the binder. I actually had a lot more Yuka Morii cards than I even realized. And, it didn't really hit me until after I was counting the cards, and I was like, man, I already had a lot. But you know what? That's less that I have to buy, so that's great. And then the next pile is what I pulled. So if you guys saw my recent Pokemon video, either the video or the short, I did mention that I did pull the Carablast from Journey Together, so that's another one for the pile. And this next pile, did you guys know that GameStop is selling Pokemon singles now? Because I didn't know. Apparently, they're starting to sell Pokemon singles. They're starting, to put, card game bulk. They're selling Magic the Gathering and Pokemon singles, and I didn't know. And I was like, okay. I just walked into one of my local GameStops one time, and I saw the pile of cards, and I was like, what the heck? So how GameStop is doing it is that they're doing it 99 cents for, common and rare holos. I think it was $2 to $5 for mythics and older cards like VMAXs, V-Stars. And you could argue that I'm paying a lot more than I should, but if you think about it for these cards are worth 20 to 50 cents depending. I just counted it as I'm not paying shipping, which could end up being another $1.50 depending on where you order it from TCG. Or from Etsy, you could be paying that additional $1. So I just counted it as, I'm saving on just getting this thing shipped to my house. I could just take it home today. But I will say, a lot of these cards are not worth 99 cents. So it's really up to you if you guys ever want to go to GameStop to get some of their bulk cards if you think it's worth it. For me, I didn't really care. It's just, I would be paying more to pay for shipping than I would be just to get the cards from GameStop. I'm probably not going to make it a habit though, but I did have a lot of finds. But the next store that I got it from is one of my local game stores. So one of my local game stores had a lot of gems. Oh my goodness, they had a lot of gems. So first of all, they had a really nice Ditto Geodude card, so I had to grab that one. And a few others. And I bet you're wondering, hey, why is the price so high? I'm not proud to admit, there was another card that they had. A really good card that I did not expect to see. And I had to get it. And I'm not gonna lie, I might have paid a lot for it. And that card would be another Ditto card. It is the Ditto Bulbasaur. Stamped! Guys, it was stamped. It is gorgeous. Now, I will say, I think it was labeled as lightly played. The corners on the back are pretty rough and it has like a crease in it. I think it was like either lightly or heavily played. I'm not gonna lie, I don't regret it, but man, he spent a lot for that card. But it was such a find, guys. It was such a find. I was so surprised that they even had it, and I had to get it. I had to get it. I had to get it. I don't regret it, but man, it was so expensive. I was like, God, I have to pick up some extra shifts if I want to keep getting cards this month. Which, please expect that the hauls aren't going to be this big. I just picked up a lot of shifts so I could actually make a video, so I would have enough cards. Man, I won't be doing it again. The next video is gonna be a short with whatever I get, but still, pretty good haul. And then we have the second game store, which I ordered a lot of commons and rares from because they were cheaper. They were 8 cents to 20 cents for a lot of Yuka Morii cards. The more expensive ones are the older vintage ones, or some of the full arts that she has done, such as the Apom full art card from Paradox Rift. I know she did a Drapion V. I forgot what set that came from. There's a Venusaur and Snivy GX. I think there's another one in there. I forgot what it was off the top of my head. But I did get a lot of the bulk stuff that costed like 20 to 50 cents just so I could knock them straight out, because in the end they're gonna be cheaper. Like, I only paid 33 bucks for like what, 50 something cards. I got a lot of cards. I got a ton. I didn't realize how many cards I got until I was recording and I was flipping through the cards, and in my head I'm like, man, these PokeTubers never tell you how tired your arms are after. Like, holding the card up to the camera of my little setup, I'm like, man, my arms really hurt. That's how many cards I was flipping through, guys. I was literally like, God, they never mention how like sore your arms get after this. Like, I might need a break. I didn't end up taking that break because I eventually finished after, but man, I was flipping through a lot of cards and I was like, I'm so glad the next haul's not gonna be this much. Whew. But yeah, you know, they never tell you that part of it. They never tell you the part where your arms get sore because you're flipping through so many cards. And yes, we're still on local game store too. Like I said, it was a lot of cards. These are all so cute, by the way. A reason I really like Yuka Morii's style, not only because I really like clay art. I think clay art is amazing. I absolutely love it. I would love to get into it, but every time I've tried, I've never been able to make stuff so that I really enjoy myself. So I could never really get too much into clay art. So I end up just following a bunch of people that do clay art, and I just end up living vicariously through them. But I did attempt to make some clay stuff. It didn't last that long. But I will say, I absolutely love how Yuka Morii can so clearly capture Pokemon into the clay style, and then she puts them in real life photo shoots in like grass or like the beach and stuff, and it's so cute. It's adorable, I love it. I can only imagine that she's walking around with these little clay Pokemon and she's like, where's a good spot for this little guy? You know? And just taking pictures of them. Oh, they look so cute and they look so good. And what I really like about collecting a specific artist's cards, especially for an artist that has been around since Neo Dynasty, like Yuka Morii, which is like, what, over 10 years? is that you can still see an improvement in their art. Like, she was already really good when she started, but you can see an improvement in her little clay Pokemon. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but they've gotten crisper, you know? Like, very crisp. Like, I just don't know how to explain it. I hope you guys can see it between the older cards and the newer cards. That shit's crisp, you know? Like, she's really, like, honed in on her style, and she's had the time to do that. And it's so amazing to see, especially on, like, the different types of Pokemon, because you have really simple Pokemon and then really complicated Pokemon. It's just really good. It's really, really good. And I enjoy it a lot. And so far, I'm really enjoying the challenge. So far, the binder is looking really cool, which you guys will see after this haul. There's one more haul after this, but it just looks so good all together, and I can't wait to show you guys at the end of the year what the whole binder looks like if I do manage to collect every single card, because there's nothing that's better than a full ass binder of something you collect. Because I have a Bloomburrow binder collection for Magic the Gathering, and that one's also coming up really, really good, and I'm almost done with it. It's just, it's such a good feeling. It's so good to collect stuff that you really, really enjoy and just put it all together. And with that said, we're on to the final haul. eBay! Yay! I have to address the elephant in the room. So that's $65.80 you see on that screen there. Most of that was for one card. One card. Again, you would think that Bunny learns her lesson. No. She got this card before she got the Ditto Bulbasaur. No, you think I would have learned my lesson. I got too excited, chat. Sorry, chat. I'm filming. Sorry, I got too excited, guys. Listen. Hear me out. This card that's plagued me so much, the Venusaur and Snivy GX. You can tell it's a little rough around the edges. See, I bid on it way too fast. I could have gotten it for cheaper. A near mint is $46.55. You want to know how much I paid for this? 50 something. I forgot. It was like $50. I could have gotten it cheaper and near mint, but I got too excited. I didn't check the quality of the card, nor did I check TCG Player for the market value. Learn from my mistakes. Look on TCG Player before you go on eBay, before you start making bids, because you will save money, I promise. Learn from my mistakes. I've made so many mistakes. Check your stuff before you buy. Please, 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 please. Learn from my mistakes. But it's still a cool card, and it's gonna have a new home. But man, learn from my mistakes. And with that, that is all the cards. Now is the sorting. I spent, I think, 30 minutes going through every single card and sorting them and putting into the correct place. I think, yeah, 30-ish minutes. It was a tedious process, but once I started seeing all the Pokemon cards coming together and seeing what the actual binder is gonna look like, I'm not gonna lie, it got me really excited, especially when I got to the later part of the binder where I got more and more cards that filled up the pages instead of like the first part of the binder, because it was the vintage cards. Oh my gosh. The amount of serotonin, the amount of serotonin that was being pumped into my system was amazing. It's so nice to see an entire binder, all the cards laid out right there in front of you and you can flip through it. It's so cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with these cards when I finish with this collection. I want to put them all in a frame, but it's going to be a big ass frame. But as you can see, we've collected a total of 101 cards out of 212. So we're already halfway there. We'll see how that progress continues as we go through the, the monthly hauls. Because at the end of this month, I will be posting the first short of this challenge for the April haul, and then there's going to be a May haul, and so on and so forth. Either way, we did pretty good. We already have half of the cards because most of them were commons and rares, and they all look so good together. But yeah, if you guys have made it this far, please comment your favorite Pokemon. I want to know what you guys' favorite Pokemon cards are. Do you guys have a favorite artist that you really enjoy as well? I want to know. Let me know in the comments below. Tell me your favorite Pokemon card, favorite Pokemon set. I don't know. Just talk about Pokemon. I want to hear it. And with that, we are finally done with the challenge for March. Hopefully, we're going to make some good bit of progress as we go through. Only time will tell. We shall see. I'm going to have to pick up some more shifts because, oh my gosh, The Ditto Charmander, don't even get me started on it. But aside from that, I hope to see you guys soon. I'll be updating you guys on this challenge and some other stuff that I'm doing, because I'm also collecting all the Furret cards, but we'll see if I make a video on that. I don't think so. There's only like 8. Well, actually, no, there's 10 Furret cards now because of Journey Together. But yeah, aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. Let me know your favorite Pokemon and other stuff in the comments below, and let me know what other challenges I should try this year. I don't know about master setting any of the current sets, such as Journey Together and stuff like that, but we shall see. And hopefully I can get you guys some more exciting content soon, especially regarding trading card games, because oh my goodness, I can talk about Magic too. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be another bridge to burn later. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys eat good food, stay hydrated, and get some good sleep. And I will see you guys soon. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel memberships if you want to get your name read at the end of my videos just like this. Thank you so much to Lena K, Adorable Kitten, Witchy Bunny 66, Drywall Eater 9000, Kirsid, Hero G 9000, Helpy Blue, and Ranma. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in the next video or in the next stream. And a big thank you to my Ko-fi supporter, Kirsid. Thank you so much for the support, and I can't wait to see you in the next stream. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!